Hello, and Jay Guru Dev. My name is Melissa Catterley, and this is my short video for my mid-course celebration. We are talking about, for me, Triphala powder today, mostly because I don't have the ingredients to make our other churna option with the Hingfastika churna, although I'm very interested in doing so in the future. I just need to acquire some of the other ingredients to do so. So my journey with the Triphala powder was also quite appropriate according to my pulse readings. I showed some slight covering with some pitta, the gati movement of pitta moving all around. There was some warmth and slight unctuousness throughout the entire surface pulse, and even in the subdoshas. Tarpika was slightly unctuous and sharp. Shleshika, sharp but a little covered. Pachika, light, possibly covered. I'd want to say diminished, but it's probably covered. And then Brajika was moving and sharp. Apana was sharp and heavy. Weird. And Vyana, quick. I tend to come up with this problem a lot when summer starts to come around, where my Vata and Pitta aggravate each other. I'm always very high Pitta, and in the summer I have a hard time eating, and so it's a whole fight. And so this is kind of normal, something I'm used to dealing with, but I can tell more and more that the Pitta is being fanned around when my stomach is empty, and the Agni fires just have not been lit up under me these past few weeks, and it is showing in my pulse. And when the fire is not there, of course Pachika is going to be light, slightly covered. I could even see in my tongue, it's just clear, there's not a lot of covering on it right now, but according to the Ayurvedic text that I've referenced, I have extreme Vata imbalance in my colon because of all the cracks. Anyways, that's enough of my tongue. But it makes sense to me, and I've been having a lot of pain in my pelvic girdle, PMS symptoms, all these things, and so all of it makes sense. Down in the Dhatu level, my Asti was showing up as sharp and quick, which can show I probably got some inflammation just in general. And so the Triphala powder is great for me because all the ingredients are rejuvenatives. Amla in particular is probably one of the best for me because of my high pitta, but now that I've got the ama that I'm dealing with at this moment, which I do believe a lot of it is mental ama, but of course it translates to my body, the Triphala seemed like the right way to go in encouraging proper digestion, rejuvenative, hitting all the dhatus, and encouraging proper bowel movement first thing in the morning. So I went and I had my own Triphala powder that was already pre-made, and I added the 800 milliliters of water to 100 grams of that powder, and I reduced it all the way down. Oddly enough, after I drank it, I did not have a bowel movement the next morning. In fact, I wasn't able to go the whole day. And then I wasn't able to go again until almost midday today. So about 36 hours it took for me to be able to have a bowel movement. That was a little bit weird because I've never had that interaction by taking the Triphala tablets from MAPI. And so I'm wondering if there's a difference in the dosage there only, or if it's something hormonal I'm dealing with according to the women's time of the month. Sometimes I just naturally get a little more backed up. And so I'm still kind of evaluating that, and I'm going to have to test it again, and it's going to be a fun little journey. I do feel comfortable being able to show somebody how to make a churna, but especially in this particular experience, I don't think I'm comfortable with the dosage yet. I don't even know what my dosage is to get the proper effects yet for what I'm looking for, because I was not looking for a binding effect that day. And that's what happened. Surprisingly enough, I was very scared to try this churna, but I did not have a bad experience tasting it. So at the end of this video, I'm gonna go ahead and include my experience with that. Otherwise, thank you very much for having this course. And that is my video portion of our mid-course celebration. Jake, you read it? I actually have to take a video.
I thought this was supposed to be terrible. It tastes like matcha green tea. I didn't add any sweeteners either. I like Triphala powder boiled down. There's no way. This is so good. I must have done something wrong.